Hello and welcome to the 14th episode. It's April 15, 2019. What's up? What's up?
Hey,
Hola.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so going straight to the topic. Today we're going to be talking about the top 4 dotted topics or dotted types and our favorites. So, to give like a general idea of what the Dere types are. The top 4 is Tsundere, the one that acts mean and sometimes violent on the outside, but is sweet on the inside. A lot of the characters might have like a blonde hair. Sometimes they don't have any boobs at all. Or you have those rare royalty girls that has like drill hair, like their drills coming down to the floor. Yeah, those types are considered yandere. Kudere, which is acts cool and unemotional, but shows sweetness later on. A lot. I wouldn't say a lot, but I haven't seen that many characters like this. I would say, hmm. Actually, on the top of my head, I can't even think of anyone. uh, yeah. Anyways, what did I do? Oh, Dan. Oh, next one is Dandere acts antisocial, doesn't talk to anyone until the right person comes along. So that would be like that would be um not Asuka, but what was the other one from Evangelion, the quiet one? Would she be considered a Dandere?
I think she's considered a coup d'etat.
Kudere? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but she doesn't show emotion or sweetness later on though, right?
Well, Dandere is like shy and they're awkward. You know, they like blush a lot.
Mm,
I mean, there's still a love interest, right? So I guess by technicality, they're still considered.
okay.
Well, because the example that she's actually the queen is, so she shouldn't be used as an example for Dandere.
Mm,
You know how like is the queen of Yandere, so like she just gets that title.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know Gasai from Future Diary.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. I agree. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna be, um, I guess, picking one of our favorites for each dede. Dede. Yeah, I'll go first, I guess. For me, Tsundere for me would be Asuka from Evangelion. Would you guys consider Asuka as a Tsundere?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, let's just go all around, see what everyone picked for their Tsundere. Tsundere. All right. Let's go with Set.
All right, so like my definition is kind of like the same. So they act mean or violent on the outside, and then they're sweet, but then they like switch off and on.
Hmm.
So my Tosaka Rin from Fate Zero or
Yeah.
Fate Stay Night, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I have a funny one, which I think Vegeta is a Tsundere. What do you guys think?
yeah,
Uh,
I think so. He
yeah.
like undergoes a pretty heavy character. What do you? He like changes character, right?
Yeah,
He he was very much. Actually, he's still kind of like that. He doesn't like to show emotions, so he's kind of off.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, he's kind of like a caring family man.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw the movie of fuck, what was it the Dragon Ball, the first one, when they actually turn into God, Super Saiyan God mode or whatever, and they're going up against Beerus, the Death God. There was like a scene in there, like the best moment, where the bad guy slaps Bulma, and then Vegeta goes berserk, and he goes, "That's my Bulma."
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yep. He's a Tsundere,
Yeah.
which is funny. I think it's actually pretty funny. Some unexpected.
Yeah. But okay, yeah.
What was your guys' first exposure to the type of anime trope? Like for me, it was Shana from Shakugan Don Shana.
Mm-hmm.
How she just like.
Oh, you're cutting out, dude.
Oh, rip. Wait, what did it cut off?
Where she.
Oh, she says like baka baka a lot.
Oh, okay.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a tsundere trait. A lot of the phrases would be like, it's not like I'm thanking you, but I guess I'll say thank you this time, or something like that, right? That's like a good line that they would say. Tsundere would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like I like you or anything.
Yeah, there you go. And it's and then they're like mean to everyone except when they see like a cute pet or something like that. They're like super they go really nice or something like that until they see someone looking at them, and then they'll just go back to being mean or whatever. Yeah. What about you, Tim? Who'd you pick for your tsundere?
Oh, I picked Taiga from Toradora.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I think she's just iconic.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what a lot of people think of when they think of Tsundere.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why that's my pick.
Yeah, good choice. Good choice. All right.
Yeah, I just find her like annoying. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to, right? Like that's what a tsundere is, right? Like kind of
Yeah.
annoying.
I don't know though, but like some tsundere are like lovable, but she's just like annoying to me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
How about what was it called? The anime? I forgot the title. Is like way too long, but it's like I think in short it's called Oreimo, which is I can't believe how cute my little sister is, or what was it? Like I think that was the English translation. I don't remember, but that main character was a tsundere as well. Nah, all right, never mind.
I actually haven't seen that one, so
Yeah, same.
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
no
alright.
no comment on that one.
Oh, all right. Okay, let's move on to. Wait, what do we do? Tsundere. Yandere. So for me, my waifu actually is Anna Nishikinomiya from Shimoneta. And oh my gosh, she's like perfect. She's like too crazy. It's like she's like quiet in the beginning, but then she goes crazy until
I don't know if any of these people are fit to be waifus.
Is that like the love nectar girl?
yeah. I like her voice too. The actress, it's a nice voice. Anyways, yeah. Well, what about you, Set? Who's your pick?
So I went off the like they're very possessive or controlling,
Mm.
or they like don't take rejection well. So I think Reika from Gantz would kind of be a yandere because
Oh,
like after like Kei rejects her,
mm,
she makes a copy of him and like keeps him as like a little pet like
mhm.
in her house. Yeah, that would be one. And I want to say Rem is also a yandere in a way because she has that like she can go like she has like a crazy side to her, and then
Mm.
she'll just kill like
Definitely. Yeah.
whoever like messes with her car. And then
Mm.
Bujur to Kotonoha from School Days.
Kotono, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess she would be the most like I think crazy.
I don't know why, but I think there's like a hard uh like line between yandere and kudere for some reason.
I don't know. I
They're
don't
pretty
I,
different, right?
I don't think Kudere. I think Dandere and Kudere are more
Oh,
similar because
yeah,
they're
yeah,
both
yeah.
like
Sorry.
quiet.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, but one is shy and one is not. One is just
Mm.
quiet for the being quiet because I'm not shy about
Yeah.
it. Yeah, so I think Yandere is just like they're crazy like
Okay,
thing
okay.
going on.
Okay. Well, what about you, Tim?
Actually, my pick was also Kotona for School Days.
Damn.
Yeah, that
It's
bitch crazy.
no, it's just like it was really shocking when it came out. Like, I don't know, did you guys see this?
No,
Yeah,
I haven't.
I saw her take that guy's head and went on a boat cruise.
Because when it came out, like I didn't know what it was about. I thought it was a regular love triangle school romance.
Mm.
Because it's just like this guy or this girl helps this dude, get with Kotonoa, and then like turns out that they actually like each other a lot. So, and then she gets a little crazy and does her
Wait,
thing.
Yandere, right? Even Sekai was a Yandere. No?
I think in the game she is, but they didn't actually like show it, so I'm not really
The
sure.
anime. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, it was really shocking, and I think when we're talking about yandere, I think the shock value is really important.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
No blood till the last episode or something.
Yeah.
It's like a big turn of events. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Next is kudere. I picked Yin from Darker Than Black. That what are they called? Like not anti-human, but dolls. There you go, dolls. They're called dolls. They're not supposed to have like any kind of emotion or something like that. They're designed to like be weapons or something like that. I need to rewatch that anime. Have you guys seen Darker Than Black?
Nope.
What?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been
Blacker
out
than
for a
black.
while. But yeah, it's a good anime, or I'm pretty sure there's a manga as well, but I saw the anime and I really liked it. So yeah, it's like Yin. Her name is Yin. She's a doll, and um, she plays that role well as a kudere, which is she acts cool, emotionless. Um, but she shows that little sweetness later on as episodes go on and on. But yeah, that's my pick. What you said?
Wait, what are we on? The Kudere?
Kudere, yeah.
Okay, Kudere. Okay. So my definition, right? It's someone who comes off as emotionless, or they act kind of cool, and they're blunt and cynical. and ku just comes from the English word cool,
Yeah.
but it's like ku, Japanese pronunciation. Okay,
Mhm.
so mine is Itachi from Naruto.
Yeah.
just gotta put it in there. And then but best waifu, Saber from Fate Stay Night, and then from Guilty Crown. I think they're top Kuda race for me.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Uh, hmm. Would I don't know. Would Saber be considered a kudere? I don't even think she is like considered a dere or yeah in that category.
I think I
Well,
think if
Dere
anything,
are like
yeah.
well, Itachi shouldn't be here because he's not a romantic interest for anyone. But
I don't know. It could
that's
be.
just
It could be.
yeah, but Saber is definitely a
Yeah,
Dare.
she's definitely a romantic interest for Shiki.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. About you, Tim? What you got? Who you got?
I picked Nagatoyuki from Haruhi.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
I was just really into that anime in like the 2000s, so and she definitely fits the archetype because in most of the show she's kind of just like furniture for like the club room. She's there all the time, just reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a really good archetype for that.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So the last one's Dandere, right? Dandere. For me, this could also be a kudere. I'm not sure, but I picked Shiro from No Game No Life. The little girl. I'm not sure. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if it would be kudere though, because she is definitely antisocial and doesn't talk to anyone except her brother. So wouldn't that be Dandere? But at the same time, she does act cool and like emotionless.
I think most like dandere have kudere in them,
Hmm.
but like the fact that she doesn't talk to anyone else,
Makes her a
she,
Dandere.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And have you guys seen No Game No Life?
Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay. Well, yeah, that's my pick. What you guys got? Is that it?
I guess again, my shy, awkward.
Wait, who?
Sometimes
So you cut off.
the definition for
Oh,
dandere
okay,
for me,
okay.
or for dandere,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, someone who's like shy, awkward. Anyways, mine would be my top one is Hinata from Naruto.
Mm.
Mm. Shihoru from Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash. She was the mage.
Hmm.
And then I know I shouldn't be here, but Isuku Deku from My Hero Academia. He's my favorite.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. The grimoire one. Yeah, I would agree. Totally agree. Yeah. What about you, Tim?
All right. Well, based on my pick from last week, we've got Nagisa from Clannad. She's very shy. It's basically what the whole show is about. So
Mm.
That's a good pick.
Yeah. Yeah, all these classics. You know what? Honestly, I didn't even think when it comes to these types that there would be like a guy too. Or in my mind, I didn't think that guys would be in like did it type. Yeah,
Have you guys seen Basket?
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
The cat is like the ultimate tsundere
Oh yeah,
guy.
definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hmm. What would you guys classify Sailor Moon as? Would she fit in one of these four, or would she be like another different type? Cause maybe is there a Dara type that it's like you're really social and I don't know lovable, and it just like stays that way the whole entire time?
I haven't seen a lot of Sailor Moon. There was like romance in there, right?
Yeah.
So she's, I don't know. I think she would be a dare dare.
Dara. Just purely.
Cause she just, well, who's the guy she was with?
I,
She just showers him with love and she just shows affection, right? There's like, it just,
yeah, I don't know the name, but
is she similar to like Lala? Like kind of like her character?
No, I don't think so. I think she is kind of like a headstrong, like, what do you call it?
not stubborn, right?
Yeah, I think she's got some stubborn in her. I think in some ways, she can play out as a tsundere if she, for some reason, needed to.
Yeah,
She definitely doesn't fit into any of the other ones.
yeah,
Because I remember she's like cheerful, right? And then
Yeah.
yeah, like all the time, pretty much.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think she would be a dare dare.
Yeah.
Like she's sweet all the time. If she's sweet all the time, then she's a dare dare because it's sweet, right?
I personally think that I get there are some anime or manga that doesn't have to follow this rule. Or I think the Dara types are usually for like the fan service. It might be, I don't know, this just might be me, but that's how I feel.
What? The dare type is for fan service?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You mean like these archetypes?
Yeah. Cuz like you won't see like a regular type of girl, like a normal girl without some sort of trait, right? Or else it's not going to be like very entertaining. Yeah, you guys don't know what I'm saying?
Not really, because they're
Oh, okay.
archetypes, right? They're archetypes.
Okay, well, yeah, all right. Okay, I'm trying to think of just for random. I don't know, maybe like what's a good one? Like right now, the Avengers or whatever that's gonna come out. You think that Captain America fits in one of these stereotypes?
Mm.
What do
It's hard because usually we use these type for like a romantic interest, right? Because it has to deal with romance. Like it's a archetypical romance character.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
have you guys
Captain
seen?
America hooking up with somebody and how he acts while he's hooking up with that person, then we can determine his dare.
Have you guys seen The Notebook?
No.
I have not.
Damn it. All right. Shit. What's a good romance one that's like a movie, just a American movie. uh, Damn, that shows how much movies we don't watch. Okay, well, all right then. That's that. God, I'm trying to think of a. Nope. Okay. All right. All right. Then I guess I'll just share the manga or anime that I recommend everyone this time. What did I pick? Oh, I pick Space Brothers. So Space Brothers is really old. It came out in December of 2007. Well, I guess it's not that old, but it's a really interesting and funny kind of manga or anime. I'm pretty sure there's an anime now, but the one I'm currently actually reading right now and still going on is the manga. But it's basically about two brothers that wants to, as the title says, wants to go to space. And there's the older brother. His name is Muta, and then the younger brother is Hibito, and they're both the Namba brothers. And so what happens is the older brother always is ahead, or he wants to be ahead of the younger brother, right? So eventually that changes where I think they were like 30 years old, around that age, when the younger brother becomes an astronaut and he goes to the moon. He becomes like, I guess not the first Japanese, but yeah, he goes to the moon before his older brother. And at that time, the older brother is trying to get into that. It's pretty much NASA. So yeah, they're trying to get in, or he's trying to get into NASA, and he's just like in a conflict, I guess, because he's always been first at anything before his little brother, and having his little brother beat him to the moon, now he's saying, okay, well, you beat me this time, but I'm gonna be going even further, going to Mars instead. And then so it's just like his struggle, and it's pretty funny. He's a funny character. He's a funny character. Definitely give it a watch or read if you guys are interested. Have you seen this before, Tim? I know Seth hasn't. I could guarantee that.
I watched the anime when it came out,
Oh shit. Okay.
so definitely it holds up. You know, it's not the manga doesn't mean it's not good. So I definitely liked it.
Yeah. It's funny to see like a character with the afro. So like the older brother, he has like an afro, and it's yeah, it's funny. So yeah, give it a watch, guys. Well, there you have it. And now we talk about whatever the fuck we want. What you guys want to talk about? Want to touch up more on that data types? Data.
Why do you guys think the Tsundere type is the most popular?
I think there's more characters that they publish, right, for Tsundere, or it's more iconic just in general. And then, well, actually, I don't know. I mean, to answer your question, not, I don't think so, but I just think that Tsundere is like really easy to remember. Like every anime has to have at least one in there. and then the other types, I guess, could what's it called? Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Personally, I think it's because well, there's four of them, right? Or out of the ones we talked about, and you kind of hard to have like a kudere or a dandere main character. Like they don't say very much. It's hard to characterize them.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
need to have like a partner, right?
it just doesn't really help you to get a plot going, and I think yandere is a little too extreme for, mainstream. So people most of the time it's gonna be tsundere.
Mm. It's hard for like the genre of the movie or the whatever it is, right? Like I can't really see a serious action or some sort of anime like that has like a yandere. In my mind, it always has to be some sort of there's some sort of like comedic like scene or that type of stuff in the anime or manga when it comes to yandere. So yeah, to
Wait, so yandere has to be comedic?
no, I mean that's how I think. Like there has to be some type of scene or laughter in a yandere type character, or if they were to be in a um that type of anime or manga.
I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like most of the yandere character types come out in like the more action-oriented ones, like, because it's more acceptable for one person to be insane if they live in like an insane world, like in Gantz, or like,
Okay. Well, maybe I'm thinking like way too hardcore. Like, yeah, okay. Because I was thinking like super hardcore, like, just because my favorite is Anna Nishiki no Miya from Shimoneta.
oh,
It's
yeah,
just her yandere is like so yandere to the point where it's like yeah that's gotta be yandere. I'm just like generalizing everything else as to her.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's only like two ways to do it, right? You can like offset the like kind of craziness with some humor, or you can like go all the way and have like a Mirai Nikki, you know,
Yeah. What was her name again?
yeah.
Yuno? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, what do you guys think? Uh, Titus or Titus from Final Fantasy X would be. There, he was in a romantic. What's it called, right? With Yuna.
Oh yeah, huh?
It's kind of hard actually.
Would it be a
Uh,
kudere?
no, definitely not. R for sure, but not Titus
Yeah.
or Titus. I still think he's a dare.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
can see that. Yeah.
like usually like the hero would be the dare, and then you know the other people are the other archetypes.
Hmm.
Because there's no uphill battle in terms of romance, dare, because they like you already. There's no resistance. Right?
Hmm.
Like for Tsundere, you're their sin side, right?
Hmm.
Their sweet side, plot and more development. And for
Yeah.
you have to get through their cool and intimidating and blunt side. And then for a dandere, you have to get through their shyness. So there's always like some kind of hurdle you have to get through. So there's like more writing potential, more plot. But dare is like, they just love you since the beginning. Like, what do you do? You know?
Hmm. Okay. Fair enough. It's logical.
I don't know. I think most like characters are more complex than like these four character types.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, usually they're usually like combinations too, right?
Like Titus can be pretty antisocial. Like he's had some rough patches, but
Yeah, but he chooses to be cheerful.
yeah.
Yeah. What a cool guy. Just didn't really like. Uh,
It was Yuna more, right? Everyone liked the Yuna more.
what do you guys think Yuna is?
I think she's like a shit. Which one is it? Oh, Dandere. That was my take. No, it's just me.
I'm not sure. Like this is I can see Danda happening.
I never. She was shy. Was she? I never got that. Also, there wasn't a lot of voice acting, so
Oh, that's
I
true.
mean, from the English perspective.
Mm.
Did you guys play in Japanese? I played English dub.
Yeah, Japanese. I don't know. I felt like she would talk when it's necessary, but on her own, she didn't. She was like more antisocial. I don't know. I mean, that's the impression I got, but
I think she's Dare Dare.
okay.
Yeah, she's sweet and energetic.
Mm.
Has love for a single character. Likes to spread happiness, no matter what happens. I think also Riku is also Dare Dare. Holy shit! There's
Seeing
actually
a
a
pattern
lot.
here. Are you
Dare Dare.
Lulu would be a kudere, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for
Okay.
yeah.
I think a lot of the traits show when it comes to Final Fantasy, in the Final Fantasy world, 7 has like all the characters have like different types.
Yeah, it's different archetype. So Cloud would be
Dare, right?
uh,
No,
no.
wait. He would be what's it called? Dandere?
Wait, Cloud?
Yeah.
In the in 7 he didn't really have a personality, dude. He never said anything.
I thought he's like antisocial.
I mean, I guess since he never said anything, you could go that route, but
Yeah, I don't know. Did he? I didn't play it. I only got to like this 4. It didn't work, so I never finished it. But
I mean, you saw a lot of the dialogue.
yeah,
Then.
for like Advent Children, and I think I want to say half daughter, half good. And then he becomes like a kudere.
Yeah, I
Half
guess so.
done, then
Yeah.
coup. Okay. Yeah, and then what about? Okay, Aries is guarantee. What's it called? Dandere, right?
She's pretty outgoing, actually.
Really?
Yeah, she
was like flirty.
Yeah, she's the one who got Cloud dinging off. She's the one who like got shit.
That's true. And you know what? You can't really have like two Danda main characters. That doesn't work.
Hmm.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
my image of Aries has been shattered.
Well, it didn't help because they were like, you were just reading the text, right? You didn't hear their voice or like, it's hard to get their personality too.
Mm.
I think it's because we were kids. We were just like skipping through, or that was
Probably,
me.
yeah.
I was like skipping through shit. I was like, all right. I'm gonna kill some snakes. Come on.
Barrett's a Tsundere.
Yeah, 100%.
Who was it? Vincent would be a kudere. What was it? That dog. I can't even say the fucking Roman numerals. Is it 13?
13, yeah.
13? Okay. Shit. What do you guys think 13 was?
I don't remember him having any like romantic relations.
I hope not.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I think you're right. I hope not.
All right.
It's gross.
If I recall, Yuffie didn't have any, right? Or did she like Cloud as well?
I think you only had Tifa versus Ares, right? That was just like two love, or that's what. That's why it was so heartbreaking when Ares got stabbed. Spoiler alert. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at this point it won't be a spoiler anymore if you haven't played the goddamn game.
Yeah, it's been 20 years. If you haven't played it by now, you're
It's
probably
been
not
so
playing it.
long. Okay, yeah. And I don't know. I think are they making like a remake too, which is never gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
it's gonna be like totally different too. So
Yeah, could have reminisced about the good old days when you're fucking running away out of the reactor and you have a time limit.
yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Yeah. The good old Final Fantasy where the story was amazing. now all the other ones kind of suck. Or the battle system sucks at least.
It was kind of like groundbreaking in terms of setting too. Just like you saw kind of like all the steampunk in 6 and like 5.
Mm-hmm.
And 5? Actually, I didn't really get to play 5 till way later.
Did it come out in order? I don't remember. I think
In America, we got 4 and then 6, and then they skipped to 7. So
yeah. Okay. That's right.
but like it was the first time we really got to see the like like steampunk kind of world that they kind of showed you. Like the first boss is like big scorpion dude.
Yeah. That's one of the iconic battles, right? For Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a good job. You know what's not being recognized? I think Final Fantasy Tactics they did a great job. War of the Lions.
Yeah, absolutely.
That fucking game style, the turn base and the story was amazing. I don't know why they're not making any more games like that. I just feel like not many people like those type of game styles.
I mean, the story was just like super complex. I don't think. I mean, like most stories we get now don't come close to how complex it was, because it's like a lot of politics. There's like betrayal and like drama.
Yeah, I think even if it might be copying like the old games, I think they should bring back some of the stuff, like those type of stuff, which is crazy. Like it'll like blow your mind where, like a character, let's just say that you're playing suddenly betrays you, right? So you're like, I fucking like leveled you up this high and then you're gonna betray me. That'll be hilarious. Yeah, that was like the feeling when that betrayal happened.
Yeah, that's actually like one of the things like video games do really well, because you can like have someone that you like really invested into just like betray you, and it,
Yeah.
it hits real hard.
Yeah. And then also the flexibility, right, for like the class where you could pick your own and have your own build and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's
the way
pretty.
it just like branches out.
Yeah, it's a strategy game, so you have to do those sort of stuff versus it's kind of a lot of the games it's just like, okay, here's the path that you have to follow. And when you get close to the end, we'll give you like an open world type deal just to do like bonus missions and stuff like that. And I just think it just gets too repetitive. One of the letdowns was what was the newest one? Final Fantasy 15, 14?
15.
15, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys see like how they made the movie first before the game launched?
Yeah,
It's like the CGI one, not the cart. I think there's a cartoon one as well, but
Yeah.
yeah.
King's Glaive or whatever.
Kingslave, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
I like it.
yeah, no, the movie was great, but I don't think they kind of did a good job of the game. Like I felt like if you were to play the game, you're gonna have to watch the movie first.
I think that's how they intended it to be. Like, I think they wanted people to actually watch the movie and then play the game.
Yeah.
They were too ambitious, right? They wanted to make like a.
You cut out
15.
what?
They tried to make a giant Final Fantasy 15 universe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were too ambitious, and that like fucked up everything. But I think the reason why they were ambitious because they had a really good story to work with. Like if you, like the myth or whatever, mythos or whatever, or the story for Final Fantasy 15 is really, really good. But you have to like really dig in, right? Because they don't like they're missing cutscenes to explain it. You have to go read everything, so it's annoying.
I mean, I think they were successful in a lot of ways. Like, there's like the first half of the game is really big, and there's so much to do. Like, I think in terms of like creating a like universe that you can really explore, and they were very successful at.
Yeah, and I feel like if this game came out when it was supposed to, in this state, it would have been like a 10 out of 10, you know?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And I also felt like they had much resources on open world instead of fleshing out the story. Because like you play Final Fantasy for the story, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's like 90% of it.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I mean, bouncing off of that, I think their combat system was pretty cool. It was like, what, Kingdom Hearts, right?
Yeah.
Like
Kingdom
that
Hearts,
style? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of. I don't know. I feel like Kingdom Hearts is. Well, Kingdom Hearts 3 is just like button mashing now. Or you just, yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like if you're gonna play Kingdom Hearts, you should just play Dynasty Warriors. It's like the same thing. Just with
Yeah, it kind of became like that now. It's kind of disappointing. They shouldn't have added the rides.
Well, maybe since I don't see any more Dynasty Warrior games, they merged.
Yeah, combine them, have some like Disney like war going on.
Yeah. Have like Goofy ride on the fucking horse and then with the
I'd play that.
like a spear or something. I don't know. That'll be pretty interesting, actually. I know I like the Gundam one for that. Did you guys ever play the Gundam Dynasty Warriors?
No. Have you played the first Gundam game for the PS2? That was really difficult.
Is it the 2D grid one?
No, it was in 3D.
Oh, okay.
Like it was so difficult, but it was so rewarding if you were like able to finish like certain missions.
No, you gotta have to elaborate, man.
I can't
What?
remember.
Yeah. Do enlighten us.
Dang, it's like it takes place in the first Gundam with like the RX whatever. Forgot the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Like the OG Gundam.
Yeah.
So then you know how like you have like you just can't fly everywhere. You have to like manage your fuel. You have to take like your surroundings into consideration. And then yeah, it's like strat, you know, like oh, like if I jump, you know, I can only jump so far and stuff like that.
Mm. Oh, okay, I get it. I think I remember. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I remember. And I think they branched off of that and did like an arcade version of it
I don't know,
later on.
but
Yeah.
I think it was too hard for people, so it didn't take off.
Mm. Wasn't it? Didn't they also make like a Dragon Ball Z game that was kind of like that, but like less worrying about like the you know, like the parts or strategy about you being hurt. It was more like just like a versus game, like arcade game. Or maybe I'm just thinking of something else, man. Yeah.
Maybe I haven't kept up with any Gundam games.
You know, what they need is the Armored Core game to come back. I love that game.
I feel like Gundam would be a really cool VR game too. You know, like you're inside a
Yeah.
Gundam.
Like they do have these certain games that, you know, you could customize your robot and stuff, but it's kind of limited. But I felt like Armored Core had like that punishment where it's like if you put on a rocket launcher on your shoulder, you won't be able to move as fast, you know?
Yeah.
And so you had to like customize your legs to make it like a tank or something like that. And it was like pretty cool because you had to switch up everything according to what you equipped it. And I thought having that and doing like a versus mode, it would be like pretty cool, which they never did. I think the closest one would be the Gundam one where they put like all the freaking Gundams in one versus game. But the only problem is you can't customize it. You guys don't remember that? It was in the arcade.
No, I don't remember that.
No, I
Oh,
didn't play that.
All right.
I think Armored Core is gonna come back though. I mean, From Software makes bank now, so I'm sure they can come back to that.
Yeah, I hope so. But no promises.
Yeah.
Oh man. What else? What else? I don't even know. There's like what's a good game that's gonna be coming out? I think there's a lot of zombie games recently, just because of the TV show that they're making like new zombie type games. I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that I don't play games as much anymore that I'm not really up to date as to what games are coming out. Unless you guys know, of course.
Like what? PC, console?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, for just in general.
I don't know. I thought they were done with zombie games. They had like
Well, I know there's one coming out this month, and it's supposed to be like like an open world concept. I don't. It's called Days Gone. It's supposed to be coming out on the
Yeah.
26th. I wanted to
Oh,
check that out.
the zombie game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to a Plague Tale, where it's like a bunch of rats and stuff. It
Hmm.
looks like I don't know. It looks like it takes place in like medieval times, with the Great Plague or something.
Mm.
Yeah, looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
But the only game I'm looking forward to is Pokemon.
oh, that's coming out this year. Oh, okay. All right. All right. I know that I kind of moved on from the console, and then for some reason I'm more invested in FPS type games for the PC. And like when the console times were like just playing those story based games, you know? You guys have you guys have consoles or had consoles, right? You guys ever felt like
Yeah.
you played more of the story based games rather than like the FPS games?
Yeah, because like, because internet access was limited. Yeah, like if we
It's
had better internet, we would probably just be playing Fortnite all the time.
Oh yeah, now to think about it, yeah. But out of all the games, I would never play Fortnite. I don't know why. I just can't.
I don't, if you were young though, you probably would.
Yeah,
I
man, pressure.
All your friends play it. It's free. Like there's no
I
reason not to.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, like peer pressure and trying to fit in, be like everyone else. I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's your job pretty much when you're young, is to fit in, learn how to play with other people.
Yeah. Speaking of fitting in and kids, would you guys give like theoretically if you had kids going to like school, let's just say like middle school, would you give them cell phone to create like a Snapchat or Instagram?
Dang it. You know what?
Because
Probably.
they
I
would they would
probably would.
they would go up to you and be like, "Can I get a phone so I could get Instagram, Twitter, and all those social media just because all the other friends have it too and they're doing it too."
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like 10-year
Yeah.
olds are having phones now, so
Yeah.
you kind of have to give your kid a phone too.
It's hard, right? Because the day and age where we were like,
Yeah.
we didn't have cell phones, so we'd actually go out and play in the jungle gym or whatever.
I mean, half of it is technology, but the other half is because they made jungle gyms illegal, right? It was that stupid movement where they took all playground equipment away
Hmm.
because some kid, fell off the jungle gym and broke his arm.
Hmm. Damn, so that kid literally did it for everyone else, huh?
Well, his parents, right? That kid probably just like, and walked it off.
Yeah. Congratulations, parents.
I mean,
Wait,
it's a big social issue, right? Because if you only have one child, then you're super overprotective of that child.
Mm.
that's true.
Right? If you had like five, one kid breaks his arm, it's not a big deal. I mean, it is, but it's not like a catastrophe.
Their sweet little Timmy broke his arm, man. Shit. I wish my parents was like that. If I had an injury, they'd be like walking off. It's like that didn't hurt. No, that it's like no, it hurt. It's like broken or something. It's like no, no, I didn't. You're
Walk it
good.
off. The pain is all in your legs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Especially technology and also the parenting, right? Being more over. You think that they got more overprotective over time?
Yeah, of course, because again, people are having kids at a later age, or resources are being poured into their kid
Hmm.
because they're having kids later, and they're having less of them. So they make so kids, are more scarce and valuable,
Mm. Yeah. Okay.
right? That's why, like in psychology, is like if you ask psychologists like how many kids you should have, like the right answer is not one. Like that's the correct answer.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's pretty true, but I didn't think that's what they tell you.
Yeah, and there's a reason for that, right? Because if you only have one child, you you have this psychological change that where you become super protective of your child,
Yeah.
and it puts a lot of stress on the child because when the child grows up, you get old and you have to face certain medical catastrophes or whatever you have, and then all the burden gets put onto that child while he's trying to start a family, and he has no safety net. If he had brothers and sisters, they can help uh, distribute, like, the help or whatever, yeah, your parents are going through, right? Like your mom's sick, like maybe you can't go visit her or take her
Mm.
to the hospital, but your sister can, right? And then the next week you can go take care of your mom. But if you're only one child, like, well, good luck, man.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
they grow up
actually
lonely, right? They don't have anyone to play with, kind of.
I'm actually more surprised at the fact that you said all that without breaking.
What happened?
I'm surprised you said all that without your mic breaking. I was like, holy shit. He doesn't sound like a robot. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that is true. You do have a point, and I do agree. Uh, yeah, I guess there are exceptions too, right? Like, I mean, well, okay, for example, a lot of people will say, "Oh, if you're the only child, you must have been like spoiled or something like that." And for me, I'm the only child, but it's the total opposite where it's just like, like my parents didn't give a shit about me, you know.
That word is really clever in a way, because when people think you're spoiled, they think you're treated better, you get all the stuff.
Uh-huh.
But it's actually spoil, as like the real word spoil, to diminish or destroy your quality of being.
Yeah.
So they're actually destroying you. So it's actually a negative thing when
Mm-hmm.
someone says you're single and you're spoiled. Food for thought.
Yeah, yeah. English, right? Uh but yeah, it sucks. I'm pretty sure there's like some people that's out there that's like, the only child and then wasn't. I feel like more Asian countries might be like that versus, fucking America, or I don't know about Europe, but if you were like the only child, you wouldn't be like as spoiled.
Well,
You'd be more working harder or stuff like that. I guess it depends on the circumstance and the environment too. Well, right? So like definitely um you you can't be spoiled if, let's just say, your mom or dad, or I mean your parents, like divorce and they're single, and it's just you and one parent, and you don't, you know You can't be acting like a brat every single time. So there's that too, or like, um, let's just say that you're in your group of friends all have like that type of stuff, so you can't really um, talk or act spoiled in front of others, depending on right like your environment. If that made sense.
Wait, can you repeat that? Sorry.
Um, like I think it's the environment that changes the person. If they're a single child, like they're not always spoiled, and there's different circumstances that doesn't make that child like ignorant or spoiled. I'm not repeating it again. What do you think, Tim?
I don't get what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, all right. No, I'm just saying like everyone says that if you're only child, you must be lucky, right? Or like you must be spoiled. Or would that be like the initial thought that you have when well, let's just say if you're in like someone else's shoe where they were the only child and they told you that.
Yeah, because yeah, me and Tim, we're only child, right? But you
Okay,
have a
yeah.
sister, right? You have a sister. So did you ever feel like if you were the only child or something like that? Because that's what I get from people with siblings, especially that if they have a lot of siblings. They'll say like, "Oh, I wish I was the only child. Then I don't have to share with my, you know, like sister or brothers, something like that."
Wait,
So
what?
what you're asking is, do I think I would have been treated better if I was an only child?
Yeah. No, 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 no. So being in the shoes of an only child, if someone told you, "Oh, you're so lucky to be the only child, you must be spoiled a lot, or you must have gotten spoiled a lot," you'd be like kind of angry, right? You'd be like, "What the fuck?" Or would you embrace it?
Honestly, that's just kind of a confusing statement to me. That's not something I would ever say. It's just like better how? Like I don't know any other life. It doesn't make any sense, you know?
Yeah, it's like hard for you to be in like our shoes. Yeah. What would you? I would probably like disagree with them, and then I would like tell them why it's kind of bad
Mm-hmm.
to grow up alone. Yeah.
I guess it's hard for other people to understand, or being in someone else's shoes uh, until you're actually, or unless
Yeah.
you are that
In it.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Man, that sucks. And I mean, that goes for everything else then, right? Like, it doesn't even have to be the only
Yeah.
child.
Pretty much. That's why it's really difficult to extend like the benefit because you have to be very creative in how you go about like living circumstances because you only have access to information that you know.
Mm.
So then it takes creativity, right? To think about like what would happen if this, and this.
Yeah, but
So yeah, it's
mm.
so being sympathetic is it's more to think. That's why we have like movies and books and literature to like kind of like paint a picture for them to attempt to be in another person's shoe or something like that.
Mm. And that's like, what's it called? Those people that actually did live that life and then they published like a book saying what they went through and everything.
Yeah,
So,
that's why I like books are better because
books
in
are
order
what?
to
Sorry.
books are usually better
Better?
than
Okay.
like movies or I guess plays maybe.
Yeah, they have more detail, right?
Yeah, and it's also because writing forces you to concise, and it has like this weird, like you have, like if you try writing a book, it's really difficult, right? Because you have to really think about what you're going to say. So if a book does get published, it means it's been well thought out. It's been articulated a lot of times in that person's mind
Mm-hmm.
before it comes out.
Yeah, because that's the difference between books and movies and TV is that with books, like you get time to like think about what you just read. You with a movie, you can't just like, or I guess if you own the movie, you can like pause it and. But if something requires you to like really think about it, it just kind of passes you by sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I feel like if you watch something, it's so many stuff is coming at you, right?
Yeah.
Like the air you're breathing, the lighting, the music, there's so much distraction going on. Or maybe you just see like a hot actress and you're like, oh man, she's hot, right? And then you just totally forgot what they were like trying to say.
Yeah.
You're
There's
just
your
looking at her
attention
boobs the whole
span for
time.
the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, you're just like checking out her ass or something. I don't know.
Mm. Well, I guess we just got to base off of that, like how it is right now. Can't change it. Sucks.
Yeah, but I would give my kids cell phones to answer your question.
Mm. What about you,
Forgot
Tim?
we came here from that. I feel like I would have to. It's really strange for me because it's like when I was young, I definitely could not handle a cell phone. I would probably lose it. But I feel like kids are better at because if you gave me a cell phone at that age, I would probably not use it for very much. So
Well, there was like no games at all, right? At that time, it was
yeah,
like literally like a big ass walkie-talkie or something back then. I think that was like one of the first cell phones.
I feel like I feel like you also have to. Like when I was 10, like my parents bought me a computer,
Mm.
right? And then it's kind of like the same thing, right? Like a cell phone is pretty much a computer, like a mini
yeah,
computer. And the fact that if you don't buy your kids a cell phone, or they'll be behind, and then of course they'll have that social awkward phase where they can't fit in.
yeah,
And also because they're kids, right? Like the thing about children is you when they come out of the mother or whatever, they love you, right? Like you're their role model if you raise them correctly, right? They don't love anyone else and they trust everything you say,
Yeah.
right? So that gives you a lot of influence, right? So even though they can access porn when they're like 8, right? You can tell them, you can teach them, and they will listen to you, right? If you teach them the right way, of course. You don't like beat the shit out of them or whatever, you know. So if you go about it in a logical, mental health good kind of way, then yeah, they'll know the difference between like, oh, this device is kind of like a knife, right? Like I can use it to cut food or stab people, but I'm not gonna stab people. I'm just gonna use it to cook food. Same thing with like the cell phone.
yeah.
I'm just gonna use it for good purposes. And when they have kids, probably like 4-year-olds are gonna be running around with cell phones. I don't know, man, but it's gonna each generation is supposed to get smarter, so we have to adapt.
But do you think that you telling your kids, let's just say like using that cell phone for good, that if everyone at the same age as them around them is using it for something else, that they're gonna join in on that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
So
mean,
you could
and
tell them
that's
whatever
not parenting.
yeah, you could tell them whatever you can, as much as you can, but in the end, they want to be like everyone else, right? Or around them, whoever's around them, like their
right,
friends.
like that's the difference between a parent and like they don't love their friends like they love you,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're different. You're the parent. You're like they have this weird connection with you that they won't have with anyone else. right? They actually trust what you say unless you betray their trust somehow. Because if you do, then they'll like hate you forever or some shit like that, right? So when they go into the friend circle or whatever, they'll still know like what's right and wrong. So even if their friends are all like, hey, let's check out this whatever amateur porn, whatever, they'll probably like just watch it with them, but then they know it's bad, but they're just doing it to fit in
Yeah.
based on whatever situation they have to work with. Because life is not perfect, right? Like you might end up with shitty friends in the beginning, like that's just the bad luck you're dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to raise your kid to be strong enough, to be smart enough to use the situation to his advantage. So it's like, okay, I need these fools to get through elementary school, and then after I go to high school, fuck them, get new friends. Like you can teach them that.
That's not a good way though. Like that might be good on the long term, but I don't know if that's like maybe you're just saying it like in a more condensed way, but
I'm just saying that as in like you won't say that directly to your kids.
yeah, yeah, no,
Yeah,
okay,
we're not talking to kids right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
okay. No, yeah, I agree. It's just what's it called? I just trying to take the other side. It's like there's a lot of people or parents that actually don't like treat their kids or not treat like teach their kids like the right way of things, right? Because I don't know if because they never or was brought up that way or what, but I feel like there's more people that doesn't do anything for their kids. Like, yeah, they love them, and then the kids probably love them too, but they're not really like teaching them properly. There's more people like that than the people who, um, you know, tells them the right thing.
Yeah, it's like how they say that all psychological problems like comes from your childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like what people think, or what psychologists think. So
Uh-huh.
pretty much, when your job as an adult is to actually go back and work all that shit out, right? Before you have a child.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then you actually pass on your pretty much your tragedy to your child. So for example, if you're a single mother and you got divorced, right? You're left with this child. So now you become like this. I forgot the term. I think it's at a typical mother, something like that. It's like a mother that like she will do everything for you, right? She'll
Mm-hmm.
fold your clothes, she'll make you food, she'll like walk you to school, walk you home. She'll just like, but you can never leave the house. Like you can never leave her, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll always be her little boy,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because she has like that's her problem.
Yeah.
And a lot of parents have some kind of weird psychosis that they didn't deal with, right? Maybe it's an abusive father, maybe it's a betrayal from a friend that they trust, or like they got sexually harassed by their uncle, that trauma to their kid.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what we gotta fix.
But how are we about? How do we go about trying to fix that for people who's already, you know, or doesn't understand that and already has like kids? Because I feel like there's a lot of people like
Yeah,
that.
right. Yeah, like that's unfortunate, right? I mean, like back in the day, it's hard information about
Mm-hmm.
how to go about it, and I feel like now it's still difficult, but it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
If you really wanted to figure, see a psychiatrist if you want, family counseling, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because if you know you're sick, right? If it's depression or if it's mental health or your teeth hurt, you put your pride behind, right? You leave it and then you go seek help. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
what you're supposed to do. And if you don't think your mental hygiene is important, you're not going to seek help and you're not gonna want to fix it. And you know, it's a shame that a lot of people think that, you know, mental health is not important. So yeah, maybe we can get the word out there.
Nope.
I mean, it's definitely a thing that's getting better. Like, we didn't have mental health before, so
Yeah, and then now they're like more focused today, right? Or not today, but you know, like in general.
yeah, we're starting to like work it out and getting people to seek help, making people feel like it's okay.
Yeah, yeah, but there's see, I don't fucking like how people abuse it as well. You know, there's like people that will abuse it and be like, oh yeah, I'm at, just because they didn't have attention before, they'll be like, I'm actually, uh, what's it called? Not a transgender. Is there a trans? No, it's not transgender. The one where it's like they were. No, it is. Yeah, transgender. Where they're like, yeah, like if someone was picking on them, they'll be like, well, actually, I'm a woman inside or something like that. So, what's it called? And then so just because they said that, a lot other people will be like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? Like, don't insult this person. They're like fragile or whatever. And there's a bunch of movements like that, right? Where there's people that just decides to abuse that mental disability, not mental disability, but like that gender. I don't even know the fucking term of it, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Like, there's people
Yeah,
who abuse it, that comes out and abuses those type of stuff, and I just think, no matter what we
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
you're gonna get fucked.
yeah. Like people always abuse like welfare, you know, like Medicare, something like that, or like they play the race card, right? Like I'm
yeah.
black, you
I
know,
don't
blah
know
blah, blah,
why.
or
Like,
I'm Hispanic, you know. Yeah,
what's the
I,
purpose? So that they just, they're like, there's some people that just wants to see the world burn.
the world burn. No, yeah, no, and there's a good argument for that, right? Like like the logic to nihilism is really convincing.
Mm,
Like it's just so logical, right? Whatever you do now, it won't 1,000 years from now, or a
It
million
won't
years
matter.
from now. It won't matter,
it won't matter.
and that makes perfect sense.
Mm.
It makes a very logical sense, and and I feel like the
The
is
what?
it's the other route, the
Oh, okay.
opposite of
Yeah.
nihilism,
Yeah.
is extremely hard, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
it's difficult to pursue a life of meaning because you gotta do something.
Mm-hmm.
If you just want to fail and do nothing, that's easy. Like you don't have to do anything. It takes no effort. You know, if you want to cheat, lie, or steal, like you know, like it's pretty easy.
I'm actually on board with the you gotta destroy everything to start anew. Fucking annihilate the whole fucking world and start fresh.
Yeah, that's nihilism. Don't go down that path.
It's too late. That's like a role for like an anti-hero, right? Where it's like, or a good one would be a good example would be Man of Steel, the Superman movie, where the bad guy, he'll do whatever it takes to keep his. Oh no, wait, never mind. I was thinking something else. Holy shit. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's cool. I was thinking the opposite, where your race has to live on no matter what, even if it's annihilating a different planet or whatever. Doing it for the greater good. Yeah,
I
that's
feel like this whole like nihilistic versus meaning thing is kind of just like thermo,
oh what?
or it's like the second law of thermodynamics,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like chaos just tends to, or nature tends to chaos,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much.
Well, human beings
Like
are
there's
like
less resistance.
just
Yeah.
about chaos and violence, right? That's how humans are.
Yeah, because it's less resistance. You know, like it's hard to build a skyscraper, but it takes no effort to take it. You just wreck it.
Just join the dark side, man.
Yeah. So like if your justification is like, oh, you just need to destroy everything to start anew, then it it's not really nihilism in a sense. I mean, the first part is, but the second part is not, because you're always trying to fight against entropy.
Mm.
Like the fact that you're alive right now is because you're not in equilibrium. Like your body, like the act of living itself is just a fight against chaos, right? You eat food to build order, and you're just fighting off chaos all the time.
Mm.
So then, even if you're building a new civilization, you're still, you know, it's an act of living. So you can just start new at any time. There's no need to destroy everything. It's like redundant. So if you think that, uh, I want to say like, you shouldn't think that being kind and nice is a normal thing. You should think of it as a weird thing, right? Like the reason why we're having a conversation right now, or sitting at our computer, or having a computer, like those things are really strange. Like, why isn't the world burning? And, why aren't we out there killing each other? Like, that's the easy option, you know? No?
Yeah, no,
Oh.
I don't know. It's kind of weird to think of being nice as being like the abnormal thing. Because,
Yeah, but it's like, or being kind is an abnormal thing, I would say. Because nice can be like sinister still. You put on an act to deceive. You can do that.
Mm.
But I feel like, yeah, like kindness is it's weird. It's strange, and that's why I appreciate it more, because I feel like it's easier to not be kind. Yes, like life isn't going well. You have cancer, your leg hurts. Like why should you smile, right? Why don't
yeah.
you just lash out at the world and hate your own being? Like why don't you do that? That's so much easier. But then you have like millions of people who fucking mine coal and fucking go on electrical poles to fix broken lightning storms in the fucking, like the storm when they can, I don't know, it's crazy. And then people who, can't walk and they're still like living and stuff, like I feel like, they're struggling. So I feel ashamed when I take the easy way out. So
I think um, I wouldn't say that's the easy way out. It's just like everyone has their positive and negatives. Like for us, or not maybe, or a good example would be like maybe people from Africa where they don't have the luxury to be able to eat whatever they want or drink water or whatever, and they have their own like physical struggles, and then there'll be like people here that's living in the city. They have like a lot of money, but they'll suffer with like a illness or like something that happens. Like everyone will have like their downfall and their positives.
yeah,
It's all
and
different.
and no, exactly, and no one escapes like catastrophe, right? Because your parents will die, you will get sick, or you will know someone that is extremely ill. Like that's
Yeah.
something we share through like across the globe.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to hate other humans if you really think it down. If you think that life is suffering as the base level, then it's easier to get along with other people,
Yeah.
because everyone has their own struggle, and that's why it's like giving people so important, right? And it's hard for us because we're in America, and we grew up in a meritocracy
Mm.
where like when we went to school, we reward people who work hard, right? Like if you get good grades, you get like a little award. I think they give awards out for everything now, right? Participation award, something like
Yeah.
that.
Fuck.
back in the day, you actually, if you got a 3.0, you get like honor roll and stuff like that. If you win a race or an art, so you get awards for doing right. So then, subconsciously, we believe that through our hard work, we can be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And because we think that if we don't work hard, we deserve failure. And that's why it's hard for us to give people the benefit of the doubt, because we believe that they deserve to be where they are, right? Homeless people deserve to be poor because they didn't work hard. You see the dilemma of believing in a true meritocracy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as a lesson, if you feel like your life is shit, there's plenty of people that's out there that's either equally or going through as worse. So let that be a motivation to not be so down.
Yeah, I mean, just like try to look for little ways out, right? Like even if you feel stuck, there's like little things you can do to make your life better.
Yep.
Like maybe you need to drink more water, or maybe you need to clean your room, and try it for a month, see what happens, right?
Yeah. So yeah, Tim, do you want your kid to have a cell phone?
He said, yeah.
Okay. All right.
I feel like I would have to. I think a lot of people would agree. Like, I think most of the time, I think there's a lot of people who are attached to the kids not having cell phones, but I think in the end, a lot of people will cave.
Mm.
Yeah, and I feel like we're gonna have like crazier issues to deal with later on, right? Because like, what's the concern of kids having a cell phone? I think one is access to porn, right?
Well, it's that, but there's
The
currently the thing where they're bullying each other through social
social
media.
media, exactly, yeah. So do you think that's more harmful than like getting like shit faced in the toilet, or like dumped in a dumpster?
I mean, there's like graphs and like all these stuff. But if it leads to that person becoming suicidal or committing, that sort of stuff where they'll bring like a gun to school just because they got bullied, if that percentage is a lot higher with or like having us have giving your kid a cell phone, if that's higher, then yeah, definitely it's not. Wait, what am I saying? So okay. So if there's more violence when it comes to giving your kid a cell phone, then obviously that's not a good thing, right? That's what everyone else thinks. I haven't seen the graphs or anything like that, how it's been lately for like the bullies. I know that there are amounts of people who will, even before having a cell phone, that they get bullied and then they commit suicide, and then or they bring like a gun or a knife to school and try to like I don't know, like beat up the bullies. But you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? It's like the
It's really
amount
scary.
that I don't know, if it decreases, yeah, I'm all for having my kids having a cell phone, bringing it to school. But if it still remains the same or increases, I'd question it definitely.
I mean, I don't think it really matters. I think even if they didn't have a cell phone, they would still be susceptible to cyberbullying. I think, I don't think that's going away.
Yeah, I guess it'll come down to parenting as well, right? So you could say like, it's cyber, it's not real. There's just through a screen just picking on you. It's not like they're actually picking on you. Or
Yeah,
they're
and I feel
hiding
like
behind it. Yeah.
I feel like because it's cyber, it's worse
Yeah.
because it can be anything. Because if a bully, like if you didn't have like like back then, a bully can come up to you, like you can identify the danger, right?
Mhm.
Like, is this fucktard with a fucking earring, right? So you can like identify it. But when it's cyberbullying, it can be anyone, right? It can be like your
Yeah.
best friend, right? And
Mhm.
because it can be your best friend, it hurts more. Or it can be the girl that you have a crush on, and it has a sense of betrayal.
Mm.
Whereas like back then, if you just get bullied, it's like, nah, he's an enemy. There's
Yeah,
like,
he's just an asshole.
yeah, he's just an asshole. But now there's that, yeah, that strong, malevolent, I would say.
Mm. Yeah, I guess like to me, I always thought, if I'm getting picked on or whatever online, then they probably don't have the strength to talk shit in person, or they have to talk from like a screen.
But that's because we encountered physical bullying.
Oh, okay. So
right?
you're saying in terms of someone who
But
never did.
if you never did, then you
Oh,
can't
okay, okay,
identify the
okay.
danger. Like you don't entertain the possibility that they're cowards.
And there's more to it, right? Because you can't like actually physically confront someone that's cyberbullying you, like, because it could be anonymous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could even be the fucking teacher for all we
Yeah.
know. Oh my
It's
god.
like fuck this kid.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess you have to educate your kids somehow about that. I would definitely just tell them like, or take them to like a martial arts school and be like, all right, you're gonna learn how to defend yourself. And if they talk shit online, you tell them, all right, come face to face. So if you can't do that, that means you win. I think that's the best theory.
Yeah, I feel like martial arts is really good because it straightens your psyche, right? Like when your body is strong, your mind is strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's and it builds confidence, and it goes back to what I was saying like a while back. It's those things where like you embrace the darkness, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So martial arts, they teach you how to hurt people, right? So you have the capability of hurting someone, but you don't do it. You just have the ability to do it.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
that's
martial
total.
arts
Yeah.
is one of the few like physical activities that actually comes with like philosophy and stuff, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Like you can get physically fit on like, I don't know, sports or something, but that doesn't like teach you to embrace that dark side and like fight the urge.
What's the word for it? Camaraderie. It's camaraderie, right?
It's kind of that too.
There's some of that too, yeah.
Yeah. But it's more like if you don't believe that you can take a knife and stab someone in the face or the eye, then you are not empowering yourself. You have to know that, when shit comes to push, I can choke this guy out and take my keys and jam it up his nose or something. Like I can do that, but I'm not going to do it because I know it's wrong. Like that's a totally different psyche that you have, and it protects you from the dangers around the world. Naive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not a good person per se. Like you're not innocent because there's no like the reason why adults aren't innocent is because they know that the world is not flowers and butterflies, right? They know there's poisonous snakes and you have to kill them, right? You're not gonna like pet a snake or something like that. And because the worlds have bullies and they have danger, right? Like the thief comes and tries to rob you, you have to do something. And if you can grow teeth, it changes your psyche and you become and stronger. You just become stronger. So your psyche, right? So I think it's good that you have the power to do evil stuff, but you don't do it.
All right. So take your kids to martial arts. Let them learn that shit. Watch them become a better person.
Yeah, arts is good. It's really good. I wish I was I wish I could have done it when I was a kid.
You could still do it.
Yeah, probably join some judo guys.
Oh, I fucking hated judo, man. I got in trouble just because I was a little stronger than the other kids. Like, you know, as a kid, you can't really control your strength. I got punished for that real hard. But yeah, anything but judo. What about Aikido? Start swinging and
I still
punching.
don't know. I don't know if that's a meme. I hope it's
Punching
not.
and kicking in the air.
Taekwondo.
Wait. Which one?
Wait.
I thought Aikido was the one where it's like you. Like you're like fighting the air. Oh, never mind. It's the throwing one. You like do all these throwing techniques. Never mind. What the fuck am I thinking then? The fuck?
I don't know what's fighting air.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Fuck. Oh man. Jeez. All right. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. What's the moral of the story again? Destroy everything?
No, stop making the world worse. Jesus Christ. Like that's beneficial for you, right? Like just don't try to make things worse. And you know, that's all I ask. Don't flush pills down the toilet, please.
All right. And that's it for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night, good morning, good afternoon. And thank you, Set and 10, for coming.
All right, thanks for having us. Good night.
See you.